The dusty sun of the desert training ground bled into the horizon, turning the sky a fierce orange. Soldiers lined up in neat rows, their rifles slung over their shoulders. Among them stood a young woman, boots worn, uniform faded, her hair tied back in a no-nonsense knot. She carried her rifle with the ease of someone who knew it better than she knew her own heartbeat. The weapon wasn't shiny like the others. Its paint was chipped, the scope bore scratches, and along its barrel ran a line of etched tally marks, scars that whispered untold stories. The colonel, a tall man with a booming laugh and polished medals gleaming on his chest, spotted her. He chuckled, shaking his head. "This ain't your range, girl," he said, loud enough for the whole platoon to hear. The other soldiers smirked, some even laughed under their breath. She didn't flinch, didn't answer, just walked to her spot, laid her rifle on the stand, and adjusted the scope. Silence pressed down as she dropped into position, her eyes calm, her breathing steady. The colonel strutted over, arms crossed. "You think you can handle the long shot? Targets out there are at 1,500 yards. Most men can't even touch him." Her hands didn't tremble as she loaded the round. She didn't even look at him. The only sound was the metallic click as the bullet slid into the chamber. The colonel's grin widened. "Show me what you've got, girl." The first shot cracked. Across the range, a distant clang echoed back. Direct hit. Soldiers' heads snapped toward the target, then toward her. Second shot. Another clang. Third shot. Same. One after another. Her bullets sang, each one finding its home with unerring precision. Not a single miss. Dust rose, hearts pounded, but her rhythm never broke. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Squeeze the trigger. The colonel's smirk began to fade. He stepped closer, studying her rifle now. That's when he saw them 127 carved lines running along the stock. Not scratches, not decoration. Kilmark's face stiffened, the humor draining from his eyes. The laughter in the ranks died, too. Everyone was staring now, not at her shots, but at her weapon. And what those marks meant. These weren't the tallies of practice. These were real. Each line carried the weight of a life taken, of battles fought where survival wasn't guaranteed. She didn't boast, didn't explain. Just pulled the last round, lined up her sight, and fired one more shot. The bullet split, dead center through the bullseye, a perfect finish. Finally, she stood, dusted her knees, and picked up her rifle. Her eyes met the colonel's, calm but unyielding. "This range?" she said quietly, her voice steady as steel. "I've lived it." The colonel swallowed hard, words caught in his throat. For the first time that day, he didn't laugh. Instead, he nodded slowly, respect replacing mockery. The platoon, silent and wide-eyed, parted as she walked past. No one dared chuckle now. The desert wind carried only the sound of her fading footsteps, and the unspoken truth. She wasn't just a soldier. She was a survivor, a legend in flesh and bone, and her rifle marked with 127 ghosts spoke louder than any medals could. Thanks for being here till the end. If this story moved you, give it a like, subscribe for more real moments, and share your thoughts. I read every comment.